What's up everybody, it's the Bentist and we're back for another YouTube video. Now in my videos, I get tons of comments from you guys asking me questions about braces, and some of them are true and some of them are false. So today we're gonna be going through some of the biggest braces myths and seeing if they're true or false. Let's go ahead and get into it. Alrighty, so the first myth that we've got up is one that I get a lot, and it is doubling up on rubber bands will make my braces go faster. That's a tough question because in some cases, maybe, but for the most part, actually this myth is busted. Because actually getting 2 sets of rubber bands instead of 1 on there increases the force. Now what you don't know about orthodontics is we like light, continuous forces. Those are light forces that help you move your teeth slowly without causing any issues. If you put too much force on a tooth, it'll actually stop it from moving as a safety mechanism and could even dissolve away the bone. So if you see those people that do the DIY braces where they put their little gap bands and stuff, that can actually dissolve the tooth structure and make your teeth fall out. Now that's not gonna happen with doubling up rubber bands and orthodontics, but it's not gonna make your tooth move faster. So that myth is actually busted. Okay, so the next comment I get a ton is electric toothbrushes are better than manual toothbrushes. Now I get this a ton, and I get it. Your dentist wants you to buy that $300 toothbrush, or they said, my orthodontist gave me this $250 toothbrush. It's gonna do great. The thing is that research studies actually show that it's not about the actual electric toothbrush or the manual toothbrush. It's about how you use it. Okay, it's the method of doing it. And if you know how to brush properly, a manual toothbrush is just as effective as an electric toothbrush. Personally, electric toothbrushes do have some cool things. The vibrations and things can kind of help with getting some of it off there, massaging the gums and all that type of stuff. But I would go for maybe one of the lower end brushes that are closer to the price range of a manual brush. Okay, the next myth is you can't brush too much. You can brush as much as you want and it'll be actually healthier for you. The more you brush, the healthier you're gonna be. And that myth is actually busted as well, because if you brush too much, you can actually cause wear damage to your teeth, and you can actually cause gum recession because you brush too much. It's too much force on your teeth. They're not used to that. That's why only 1 or 2 times a day, that 2-minute period is plenty. You gotta make sure that you don't overdo it, okay? So that one, actually, that's a myth, man. That's not true. All right, the next myth is if your teeth are white, they are healthy. And that can't be further from the truth. Whitening is literally just the process of taking the yellow coloring out of your enamel. You can still have decay, you can still have gum recession, you can still have problems like cavities and crowns and root canals needed. Just because you whiten your teeth doesn't mean anything. It's almost like you just slapped a band-aid on there and pretended to get it. Sure, it looks better, but the inside health of your teeth has nothing to do with the whiteness of your teeth. In fact, your teeth are actually naturally yellow. So actually it doesn't even mean anything. It's just a full cosmetic thing that we've decided in our society is important. All right, the next one, drinking with a straw is healthier for your teeth. Actually, they're kinda right. Drinking with a straw technically is healthier for you. And the reason is because the drinks that we drink, unfortunately, the sugary beverages, all of those type of things, they have acid and sugars and everything like that that covers and coats our teeth, and the bacteria feed on that and they turn into acid and they go ahead and they start eating away at your teeth until you get a cavity, okay? Now, if you drink with a straw, for the most part, it will stop it from going all over those teeth and go straight down your throat and actually be healthier for you. Now that being said, if you're drinking through a straw and you're still swishing around and everything like that, you kind of defeated the purpose of the straw. So as long as you're drinking fast and through a straw, this myth is actually true. How crazy is that? Alrighty, next myth is charcoal is the best toothpaste for your teeth, or charcoal is better than regular toothpaste, or better for whitening, or better for everything. And this one cannot be further from the truth. Obviously, for you floss fam out there that have been following me for a little bit, you know my thoughts on charcoal, but let's get into it for the rest of these guys. Charcoal is literally just kind of a ground up sand abrasive dust, okay? It's akin to if I just said, oh, I've got some sandpaper shavings here and I want you to brush your teeth with sandpaper. It doesn't really sound too healthy, does it? And that's exactly what charcoal does. It doesn't do any health benefits for you. People say it pulls out toxins. That studies just aren't there for that. What it does and how it actually whitens your teeth is it scrapes away the top layer of your enamel, shaving it down until a new fresh layer is there, making your teeth super sensitive and white. Why not just do hydrogen peroxide whitening strips, which pull the yellowness out, leaving the enamel intact and not hurting your teeth at all? So this one totally busted. Alrighty, the next myth is your wisdom teeth have to be removed. Well, this is an interesting one because everybody knows that at the end of treatment, almost 99% of the time, you're gonna get a referral to go get these wisdom teeth out. Now, this answer is kind of confusing because wisdom teeth normally do have to be removed. They're impacted, they're stuck somewhere, they've got some abscess or something like that, or they're gonna cause problems in the future. We've actually grown to where we don't have enough space for those third molars. So more and more I'm seeing people not be able to get their third molars in. But does 100% of everybody have to get them out? No. Some people have really, really large mouths and their third molars just pop right through, or their wisdom teeth, same thing, third molar is a wisdom tooth, pop through with no issues at all. So technically this myth is busted, but it is kind of true. Most people will have their wisdom teeth out. Unfortunately, you're gonna have to go through that, but with nowadays technology and everything, it's pretty easy stuff. You don't have to worry about it too much. We can get into it in another video if you guys want us to. Oh, this is a good one. Broken brackets are always my fault. Now this one I would like to be true, that they're always your fault, but this myth is actually busted. Sometimes it's the orthodontist's fault or the dentist's fault. So when we put on a bracket, it involves different steps. You have glue, you have etching of the teeth, and you have a primer, and those three together go together. Now the problem is spit and water can ruin the bond. If you don't put the glue on the bracket properly, it can ruin the bond. If we put it too high, yeah, you can bite down on it and bite it off. There is cases where it is our fault, and they're actually pretty easy to understand if you know what to look for. So if you ever see a broken bracket and there is no glue on your teeth, that means we failed at prepping that tooth properly for you. So actually that breakage was our fault. So next time you have a broken bracket, check that out, okay? But just don't go too hard on us, because you could have been slobbering up a whole pool of slobber in there and got a little water on the tooth and it ruined the bond, okay? So be easy on us. We try and make sure you don't break as many brackets as possible, but don't think that every single time it's your fault. Alrighty, so there you go. Those myths have been addressed, and now you know a little bit more about braces. That being said, I want you to comment down below some other questions you have about braces. I want to start answering questions every single week in a video. Everything that you want to know about braces or teeth or anything, I want to answer for you. Thank you guys so much. We're over 200K subscribers thanks to you guys, so make sure to subscribe, hit that like button, and the follow bell if you like this content. Thank you guys so much. I love you. I'm the Bentist. I'm out. Peace.